All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Good Turn Daily. Was that cheesy, Mark?
Yeah, very.
Yeah, well.
Works though.
Anyway, so earworm today is Mark. And I did throw the link for StreamYard in the chat. Anybody else that wants to join in, pop in, hang out, tell jokes, whatever, please come on in.
Do you know you've got your welcome screen up?
Yeah, I know. I'm warming my hands. Sorry, it's cold out here.
Do I know that feeling?
So let's get rid of this. Ah! And there we are. All right, so let's do this. No, let's do this. No, let's do this. That's better. I like that. Anyway, so answer to your question, what am I going to do today? So over the weekend, hey, we got Robert in.
How's it going?
Fantastic. How are you?
Hodgepodge. How you doing, Robert?
I'm doing good.
Harry hanging out with you?
I'm all right.
No, Harry. Where's Harry?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Harry's the real star.
Well, glad you could join us. And also nice to see you, meet you. I'm Blair, by the way.
I'm Mark, by the way.
Project for today. So Stace kind of has, I guess, a challenge that's going to be coming up here. I think she's going to do hers on Friday, so I'm kind of getting the cart before the horse. But, you know, anyway. Yeah. So this past spring/summer, her and I, we didn't really have a competition, but we learned a lot from each other. And it's doing a raindrop effect, kind of coloring for tops of your bowls, tops of candle holders, things like that. I brought a couple of things that I did in the spring. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it very well, but
yep. Like Wayne the Woodturner's water drop bowl.
Exactly, right.
Yep.
And they're fun to do. I like the effect.
Nice.
I've gotten pretty okay at it, but so the one thing I haven't turned though is, Mark, you gave me the inspiration. Oh, by the way, we have Steve in.
And Yappy.
Yappy's in. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming in. But Mark, you gave me the inspiration to do the square plate thing.
Right.
And then we're going to do that effect on top of it, and we'll call it a rain catcher.
Nice. Works.
So anyway, I'm going to, whoops, don't want that one. Let's switch camera here. So Robert, what's your next project?
I guess I got to figure out something to do during a live is my next thing. But I got a clock challenge to do in January, and then I have a fire challenge to do for that YouTube cross-channel challenge. I think I have a plan for both of those.
Buenos dias, Edwin. Hola.
Buenos dias, ¿cómo está? So I guess I don't know what those challenges are. Do you want to explain?
Hugh from Wouldn't It Be Nice issued a clock challenge for January, basically just making a clock. And then Daniel Dubois from Turnage Dubois, we have about 13 makers that are a year-long challenge, and each person picks a topic, and Daniel chose fire, so you just have to turn something and burn it, I guess, or any way you want to interpret it.
Turn and burn.
Turn and burn. I like turning and burning. That's fun. Get that camera just like that.
So what variety of wood is that then, Blair?
So this is cherry. It's just a cherry board, whatever. I've got a buddy that runs a mantle business, and so I get all of his offcuts. And so I get a lot of poplar, a lot of cherry. Oh shoot, what else? I don't know.
Brian
So,
at Hardwood Turnings in. Hi, Brian.
hey Brian, welcome. Let's see here. I'm gonna see if that works. Anybody that feels like joining in, please feel free. Hop on the StreamYard link I just sent. So the whole idea with this is, yes, I'm going to do some turning, but I'm going to keep going back and forth. If you guys have some ideas on maybe what I should be doing, if I'm doing something wrong, you know, if you guys just talk amongst yourselves, and we'll have a good time.
Will do.
So pretty easy going.
So how's the Paramatic going then, Robert?
Say the Powermatic's doing good.
Good.
I'm waiting on a few USB extension cord to hook up my 2 webcams that I have set up, and then I should be ready to do a live, I suppose.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Good. We need more lives coming out of America.
Yeah, I think there's, I mean, besides Zach Higgins, I can only think of Dreadnought, who does it on Wednesday evenings here in the U.S.
Yeah.
On a consistent basis.
Yep.
For some
there
reason,
needs to be more.
And Blair, of course.
well, I just started on Mondays, so. But for some reason, I'm subscribed to Dreadnought, but I never get his notifications. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't either, and I'm subscribed. Whether there's some problem with YouTube, probably.
No, there's never anything wrong with YouTube. Never.
Yeah, don't we know it? DJ Turnings in. Hi, Terry.
Hey, TJ, welcome.
Hey, TJ.
So what do you think? Turn off the mic or
No, it's fine. It's
okay?
not a problem. Yeah, it's not too loud. Thanks for letting me know that, Terry.
I was just happening to think that you know, Robert was saying that challenge for what if I could. Maybe what I'll do is I'll turn one of these into a clock. Huh. Interesting.
Good idea. John Bradley's in. Hi, John. Welcome along.
By the way, Mark, that square dish you did, you didn't lie. That thing was beautiful. You did a great job.
Thank you. Doing another one tonight in my live tonight. Try to replicate it for people.
Cool.
It might be a bit of a long one tonight because I'll be doing colouring as well.
That's okay. Long's good.
That's okay, Chappie. Good to hear, mate. That's all right then, Brian. I won't rush. I'll take my time. I've been setting up for it all day. Yeah, watch those corners. I found out to my cost today, Blair, when you're doing these shapes, don't go from the outside in. Always go from the inside out.
See, that's funny because I was watching, what's Tiny Turner, and she says different. and I do it both ways, and I honestly I can't tell the difference between which way. So
Well, I was going from the middle out today, and everything was going fine. And then I stopped and went from the outside in, and I blew two of the corners off. So you can imagine the language.
yeah, you said dang and shoot and stuff.
Yeah, Something like that. TF Turning's in. Hi, Tim. See, he says he always goes outside in. But I just find a pull cut easier to come from the inside out.
Sorry, I had to get a drink. Here we go. That's a good edge. I like it. There we go. All right, well, let's see here.
Over.
Yeah.
Wow, I actually have it on there. I've got it on my television over there as well.
Yeah, I got a separate window with YouTube open.
Somebody asked me in one of Jay's lives the other night, they said, why do you keep looking over the other side of the room? So, well, that's where my television is with the YouTube on. Wayne the Woodturner's in the chat. Evening, Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
The link is for earworming, Terry. It's a StreamYard link.
Wayne, I just sent you a link if you want to join in, but absolutely. Come on in, come chat with us.
Brian would like to know what tool you're using, please, Blair.
So this is kind of a sort of bowl gouge scraper-ish. I like it because it's nice and solid, but it gives me more of a scraper edge than, like, say, well, this is also one of my favorites, though, too.
Right.
So, Johnny B in the house.
G'day.
How you
Hello,
doing,
Johnny B.
sir?
How are you today?
Johnny B in the house. And we've got an echo. All right, so I want to keep this more on
Yeah,
the
on
bent
my
side, and this other side I'm going to keep more straight. And the reason being is when I do this other side, I don't want too much of a bevel in it. Otherwise, the paint's going to run towards the center. So I'm just going to shape this up a little bit more, and we'll go from there.
David McClernand's in. Hi, David.
Hey, boss man. How are you, sir?
What if I could? John C's in as well. John C.
Right on. So how are you today,
Mr.
Blair?
Wood, if I could, enjoyed your video this morning. Matter of fact, Robert, if you'll let people know what's going on with his challenge again, that'd be cool.
Oh, okay.
Wayne's
Yeah.
backstage.
Wouldn't it be nice, Hugh, is having a clock challenge for January. I think there's about 40 people that have already agreed to do it. I know Aaron African Meat, if y'all are subscribed to him, he's already submitted a video for a clock challenge. But anybody's welcome. He just put a recent video saying that you don't have to have a YouTube video. He'll post pictures in the end of January with the video or pictures of everybody's work.
Blair, Wayne's backstage.
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing?
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
Robert, John,
Hi, Wayne.
Blair. How are you doing, Blair?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I'm fantastic. Wayne, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
You good? Did we catch you in the middle of dinner?
Yep. No, I haven't started preparing it yet.
Yeah, I was talking to Mark, and he
So
says,
I may
yeah,
not-
you're probably fixing stuff. So, all right. So I'm going to get back. You guys chat, and I'm going to turn the mic off here. So,
Okay. I'm just going to hide behind the duck.
So how's everyone today?
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
Oh, I'm pretty good. I'm just scrolling on the scroll saw today.
I'm good, thank you. Just been getting ready for my live tonight, so I've just been in the workshop most of the day.
Oh, nice. I'm just doing little ornaments right now and keychains.
Nice. What about you, Robert? What have you been doing today?
Just hooked up a webcam and made a little adjustable plywood jig for it. And then I'm going to be cutting some logs with my chainsaw later on today.
Nice.
What kind of chainsaw do you got?
What'd you say?
What kind of chainsaw do you have?
I have a Still MS311
Very nice.
with a 20-inch bar.
Nice. I only have 15 chainsaws, so.
It's like Wayne with routers.
I go through
Wayne's-
40 bush cord of wood a year, so.
Wayne's only got about 10 routers, or it's 8 actually. I think goodness.
Yeah, 8, and I don't use them.
Nice. Yeah, I know we burn 40 bush cord of wood a year, so. It's a bit of
Funny.
work. But- Now, can you guys hear that? Is there an echo on mine, or I'm just scrolling, so I was just wondering if there's a background noise.
It's
Can
just
only-
not a lot.
Okay,
Only just hear it, so it's all right.
fair enough. Thank you.
So Wayne, question of the day is, when you're doing something like this, do you like to work from the outside in or the inside out?
Inside out. Funnily
And
enough,
why is that?
Mark and I were talking about that this morning, funnily enough.
Yeah, I had the good fortune to have Wayne watching me turn mine this morning when I blew the corners off. Oh, how he laughed!
I didn't laugh at all.
No, because you were busy turning that massive lidded
Oh,
box
yeah.
on your VB.
I was turning that huge piece of wood on the VB this morning.
What are you making, Blair?
So Stacy from Stace Makes, she has a challenge or something along those lines that I guess is coming up on Friday. She is going to, here, let me switch cameras real quick. There we go. So, and Wayne, I know that this is no challenge for you, but you've been a great teacher to me and Stace. So,
Oh, thank you.
so during the spring, Stace and I kind of had a thing going where we were learning from each other and all of that. So we're doing raindrop bowls
Oh, water drop bowl.
along those lines.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
did
no.
these earlier in the spring. And so I thought, well, you know what? It'd be kind of cool to do one of these square pieces and just have just enough bevel on there so that you can get the drops and then maybe have like a bigger drop in the center, and we'll call it a rain collector.
Nice.
Very nice.
I know, you got to sell it, right?
Look forward to seeing that.
Switch cameras.
Well, Blair, I think I'm going to head out. I just thought I'd stop in and say hi.
Hey, Johnny, thanks so much. Glad you did.
Maybe next time.
All right, absolutely. You're welcome anytime.
Nice to meet you guys.
You too.
Bye for
Take
now.
care, bud.
All right, Johnny.
All right, so we'll get going here, and you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to mute again.
Okey-doke.
I hate working on those outside edges. It scares the crap out of me every time.
Yeah, it does.
I can't tell you how many times I've whacked my fingers and hey, but you know what? I am not part of the Fingers Club yet.
Makes
I am
you
part of the Funnel Club.
it makes you realize you're alive, that's for sure.
Here's one of my recent projects I was doing. I had to worry about the, propeller effect.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, you always do with those.
Yeah. It's pretty nice because there ended up being a crotch feathering right here in the middle, which I wasn't aware of until I actually started turning it. And it's visible on both sides.
Yeah.
That's wicked.
It'll eventually be one of my premieres
We've got the
for
ori-
YouTube videos.
We've got the original fingers in the chat.
Yes, we do.
He does say you could be yet, Blair.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
David says you could be a member of the Fingers Club yet.
Oh, you know what? I'm sure it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Rubber Dub Wood's in. Hi, Rubber Dub.
Hey, Rubba Dub, welcome, buddy. All right, so I think we've got enough going on here that I'm going to take this off and let's do the other side. And I cheated this morning. I already did the mortise to it, but
Yeah, never works.
and just for time's sake, now the one thing that I usually do with cherry is I usually break it, and so all right.
When you're turning the inside, one thing I've found, speed is your friend.
Agreed.
Flat out if you can. Because you've got the same kind of speed ratio on yours as I've got on mine.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. Got 13 in watching, Blair.
What's that?
You've got 13 in watching.
Hey, fantastic, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate that. Hope you guys are having a good time. Those of you in England, okay? Have a good dinner? I don't want to go too crazy with the bevel, like I was saying. But I need to get rid of that little nib in there.
Try that, Terry.
All right. I can get a little bit deeper on that. That's
You watch those corners.
so. What if I could? If you're still in, I think I might accept your challenge, and I might turn this into a clock. We'll see. I got to get rid of that right there.
I meant to say, Robert, I loved Harry's Spartan helmet yesterday. That was brilliant.
Thanks.
It was very funny.
Yeah. poking myself with that from the tailstock.
Turner's elbow.
Yeah, right. Maybe we should start the elbow club.
Yeah. So what have you made then, David? Putting lacquer on a piece? It's another one of your fantastic coloured pieces.
Tommy's workshop has just joined.
Yeah, Tommy.
Evening, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy. Welcome, buddy.
Daniel's just arrived from Tournage de Bois. Hey, Daniel.
Evening, Daniel.
There we go. That's looking better. All right. Give this one more quick pass.
Hello, Keith.
Keith's just come in.
Hi, Keith.
Hey, Keith. Thanks for joining us. And Mr. Dubois, welcome. And I take that for granted, Mr. It could be Mrs. Dubois. I don't know. Right? Sorry.
Yes, Daniel. Daniel Dubois.
Just took a little bit too much off of this corner. And I don't want to cock it up, though, and overdo it. All right. That's better. That's what I wanted right there. Beautiful. Okay.
Good.
So let's do this on it real quick.
Terry believes he's just been called for his tea.
See you later, Terry.
All right, that will actually work for what we're trying to do. We're 44 minutes into this. That gives me 15 minutes to show you the art of what we're doing with the raindrops. So let me put a sand on this real quick, and we'll go from there. I don't know. I like to keep these about an hour. That way, you know, in case somebody else wants to come in and do whatever.
Well, Wayne's kind of set the benchmark for lives, hasn't he?
Well, yeah, a little bit. I don't know. Maybe that's just my attention span, though, too. So.
Well, I will warn you, mine tonight's probably going to run close to 2 hours, so we'll see how it goes.
So that's about all I'm going to sand that up to. And then most importantly, when you're doing this, and I don't think it really matters what kind of wood you're using, always use some sanding sealer on it first before you do any kind of a painting or anything like that, because you'll find out if you don't, that paint is going to suck right into that wood and it's going to be blotchy and...
Yep.
Rob CP's just joined.
Hey, Rob!
Hey, Rob.
Hiya, Rob. Good to see you in the chat, mate. Tommy, I hope you brought enough for everybody. He's just sitting down with a pork and Stilton pie. Oh, really? Oh.
Oh, Keith said he's going to be doing a live on Wednesday at 12:30 lunchtime.
Oh, cool.
Now, also kind of a pre-thing to doing these square things that I found, sand your edges. I mean, even if you do have a little bit more of a bow in here, or even if you're going to come up a little bit more, you don't want to have a rough edge, and try to sand, obviously, and helps out a lot.
Yep. Ain't nobody got time for hand sounding.
Well, I don't know. I think some people enjoy doing that, but
life's too short.
that's actually my least favorite thing to do is sand. All right, we'll give that a spin for a minute. All right, sorry, I had to go into the house and grab my tank because it's only about 42 degrees Fahrenheit in my garage / shop.
It's only 10 degrees above freezing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's cold enough then.
It's a nice 73 degrees Fahrenheit here in my shop.
Whereabouts are you, Robert?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
All right.
Oh.
Cool.
All right, so that should be good. Now, using darker colors is always a good thing. And then you do the light. Matter of fact, I need to grab some water real quick. Be right back.
My step grandmother came from Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm originally from maybe 30 minutes south of Fort Worth.
Yeah. Because I grew up in America, when we moved over, I was 3 and my granddad came with us. And his wife had died about 10 years before I was born. And he met an American lady and they married. And they used to live in Fort Worth in the winter and in Wisconsin in the summer.
Okay.
All right, so here's the interactive part. I've got I've got purple, I've got red, I've got green, and then we'll do some white for the accent. Let's hear who wants what.
Oh, I think Wayne should choose.
No, I was going to say it to Blair. I usually do it the other way around, Blair. I usually use the light color as the base color, and then use the dark color as the accent. Yeah. But
well,
I did say to Stace and Nick when I was doing a private StreamYard with them a while back that it doesn't really matter as long as you get the effect. It doesn't really matter how you do it.
Right there. All right. Well, tell you what, if nobody has preference, let's do a little bit of this. And then let's do a little bit of this. Just and a little bit of red. Now, you don't have to wait, and it looks like that sanding sealer didn't do a great job. Right around here we're good, but on the outsides, it's sucking in a little bit more. So let's.
I wouldn't worry too much about that, Blair, because once you start putting layers of lacquer on, that'll all still look good anyway.
All right, so then some people will use a spray bottle. Some people will do what I'm doing is I'm just going to flip water on it. And that isn't bad, but I like a little bit bigger drops. The bigger drops seem to do a little bit more accent, and all right, that will do fine. So now what you do is on the horizontal is you want to spray just perfectly your which way it's going to go. You'll see the accent on this side. And then on the other side, Wayne, this is where what I like to do is take the darker color and spray it on the other side. So
yeah.
And it's just a light coat. And that is about all you need. Then spin it around. And I think I'll do a little purple accent on that. Wow. This thing is starting to sputter. It's still cold out here. And if you need to go back and do a little bit more of the white or lighter accent, you can. But don't do too much because then it kind of ruins the effect. Now, one thing that I also like to do too is I found this, and it's a pearl mist, and it just kind of gives it a little bit more of an accent to it. I spin it back around, and I mean, it's just a real light coat. So,
Rob's just put in that he knows a trick that may help create water drops.
okay, what's that, Rob? That actually, you can see the color a little bit better on that with those lights off.
Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah. That looks good.
So, unfortunately, this is going to take a little bit to dry, being that it's so cold. But I think what I'll do is after this is dry, then I'll drill a hole in the middle of it and then put some clockworks in it. So with that being said, we're coming up on 56 minutes. So Rob says the trick is to add a little glycerin, but you would have to experiment to see if it's worth it or not. Huh.
Okay.
So Rob, the question I guess I would have is, does it take longer if there is glycerin in it to dry, or I don't know. Anyway, so let's flip this over here. Get my head on straight.
Yeah.
Anyway, any other suggestions from people out there on projects or anything they want to talk about, or
Nope. Come along and see me do a worse job than you've just done tonight at 8.
that's right. Mark has something going on. It's 1 o'clock my time. I saw that. 8 o'clock your time, Mark.
Yep.
So come and join him. Rob didn't have a live or anything like that this week. I missed it. Wayne, I'm sorry I missed yours this morning. I actually got a chance to sleep in, so.
No,
Wayne didn't do one today.
Blair, I'm having this week off. I'm not doing any lives this week.
All right. And then
Keith's doing one on Wednesday, I think.
sorry, who is?
Keith, Circular Wood by Keith, and Brian is doing one tomorrow at 1 o'clock our time. So that'll be quite early for you.
Yeah. Well, alrighty. Follow up with Rob. He says photographers use it on models when they photograph them for the water droplet look.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I get that. However, with the glycerin, I
How would
wonder.
that affect the paint? Yeah.
Yeah, if it affected the paint, or if it would take too long to dry, or I don't know. I mean, I like the idea.
Something worth having a try with. It's like everything is, experiment, see what works.
Right? That's what it's all about. Wait a minute. RubDub says YouTube banned Rob for festive season, limit of 5 courses per minute over the holidays.
5 courses, yeah. That would have been the first 4 minutes. Rob could have gone live, done the shortest live on YouTube. 4 minutes, 5 swear words, banned.
Well, you shouldn't be making it for kids. I'm just saying. Well, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up since we've hit the hour mark.
Okay.
Wayne, it's very nice being able to see you and to have you join. Hodge, absolutely very nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Your guys' work, like it a lot. Wayne, I can't tell you how much I've learned from you. Hodge, I'm learning a lot now, and I can't wait for you to start doing lives. So anyway, you guys, thanks so much again for joining. We're going to go ahead and end the broadcast. Next week, same bat time, same bat channel, 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 5 p.m. UK time or thereabouts. Thanks again. I appreciate your guys' support.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for letting me
No problem.
hear one for you.
Anytime.